Thanks for joining us, Kurt. Okay, we're talking about some decisions the Federal Reserve has made. In your opinion, not really some good news. Tell us, what are they doing?
Well, the quantitative easing that you're beginning to hear about in the headlines is something that Ben Bernanke alluded to back in August. Could be part of the reason that the stock market has been gaining some ground here the last couple of months. The quantitative easing is a strategy that the Fed can use to basically buy back some of the government's debt with cash from their balance sheet. And that's the strategy that they're beginning to implement. They announced it formally yesterday, and they're going to be implementing it over the next 4 to 6 months or so.
So the question is, why is the Fed doing this?
Well, that's very interesting. You kind of have to read between the lines because they don't often come out with the exact reason. My analysis is that they really see how poor the economy is, and several of the other tactics that they've been implementing just haven't been working up to the degree that they had hoped. They did this quantitative easing back in March of '09, kind of at the point where the market was at a low. That, along with the stimulus package and several other tax credits and several other strategies, seemed to work to get the economy somewhat stable. Well, now they're looking at the unemployment rate where it's at. They're looking at housing valuations not coming back. Most believe that the housing market has not bottomed yet. And they're saying, what else can we do? We've lowered interest rates as far down as we can go. And they're beginning to grasp pretty deep in the drawer for some strategies that they hope will make an impact.
So, bottom line, what does this mean for us? What can we do about it?
Well, think about what they're doing. They're probably printing money, the $600 billion that they're going to use to buy back U.S. Treasury bonds. They're basically printing money to buy back government debt. That could lead to inflation. And the word is out on that. If they begin to see inflation come storming back, then they will begin to raise interest rates to try to offset the inflation. If the economy hasn't recovered, we're going to be in a very similar, we could be in a very similar situation that we experienced back in the 1970s, where there just isn't much that the Federal Reserve then can do to help stimulate or help grow the economy. So it's a little bit of a
it's worrisome.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dire situation, I think, but they're trying to do their part. Just not sure it's going to work as they might hope.
A lot to think about this morning. Thank you very much. Where do people reach if they want to find?
Our local number is 327-1020, and there will be strategies in light of this type of an environment that people can implement.
All right, Kurt Pearson, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.